נמלטה קבוצותיי רסיסי לילה פשטתי את כותנתי החכם אל בשינה שראשי כבר נמלטה קבוצותיי רסיסי לילה פשטתי את כותנתי החכם אל בשינה
Hi everybody. For I think almost all of you, welcome back. Some of you might be here for the first time. My name is David Ingber. I'm the Rabbi Romemu. Welcome to our midday meditation. This practice of having a midday meditation began a couple of weeks ago. So I think this is our third week of this program at Romemu. We've put it onto the end of a 1 to 2 o'clock daily class on Hasidic Masters. More about that in a second, but so happy to have you here with us if you are here for the first time, if you're somewhere in the land of Facebook or some other place. We're actually going to be here to do nothing together. We're going to just be sitting and getting quiet and finding a way to reset in the middle of the day. It's a program of the broader Romemu Yeshiva, which is our community's expression of a contemplative, meditative, neo-Hasidic institution that is run by our host today. So our host today is the director of the yeshiva, Sarah Chandler is here. Sarah, hi.
Hello, Rabbi Ingber. Hello, faces, boxes, names. It's that day when it's the 21st of the month. I keep thinking 21. We've been calling this fall semester October 21, and now it is October 21. Mm-hmm. And it's really lovely to be with all of you and to create this space. Many of you just came from our Hasidic Masters class, or maybe this morning, Sefer Yetzirah with Rabbi Jill Hammer. And also this afternoon, you might join one of the 80 people who's going to be studying the comparative practices of Buddhism and Judaism in One God Clapping with our dear Reb D. We have so many amazing classes at the Yeshiva, and you might think, oh, well, I didn't sign up. I can't join, but you can. Everything's on Zoom. Everything's recorded. You can still sign up even next week, and we are still taking requests for tuition waivers and discounts for folks who need them. And we're also still taking people who want to sponsor a sit, sponsor a month of sits, and support the Romemu and the yeshiva in that way. I'm turning the mic back to Reb D.
That's great. Thank you so much for that information. And thank you also for all that you're doing to make this community's practices really enrich people's lives in a very direct and immediate way. That's that we're here to do. So, hoping that everybody's in a place that's comfortable and somewhat safe and secure for you to be sitting in silence for about 18 or so minutes. We're going to begin. We always begin on the 10 minutes on the half hour here at 2:10, and we go for 18 minutes. Lucky number in our tradition means that each number also has letters associated to it, and so numbers become words, and so 18 becomes chaya, as many of you know, and it becomes life. And so we hope that the next 18 minutes, or when we begin, will be, vitality infusion to your day. The work that we've been doing this week has been around the biblical portion of the week, Parshat Vayera, the portion called Vayera, and appeared to Avraham as he was known then, and these three angels, or these three malachim, these guests, appeared to Avraham, and we worked on the first day of the week, on Tuesday. This first sit of the week for me was with guests, and seeing all thoughts and sensations that arise as guests that we that we meet, and we welcome them in without resistance and without ignoring, but we are attentive to and attend to the guests that arrive at the doorway of awareness. And yesterday we focused on Elone Mamre, the trees, where we're told the vision of Avraham took place, and the teaching that the vision was not that Avraham was in the trees, but that God was in the trees. And so we focused on the systems of the body yesterday and on awareness of the body as a miracle, and hopefully giving birth and giving rise to some gratitude. I hope that you felt that or worked with that yesterday. And today we're going to start in a moment with the bell that calls us to awareness, and we'll begin, as we always do, with a scanning of the body and grounding ourselves in the present moment. And then in the silence, about halfway through, I'll invite another meditation this afternoon on openings, on an opening that happens within awareness, a gap where we might find a way in to the presence of the divine, the presence of the emptiness that is God's space, the suchness of all reality. And so I invite you at this moment to sit up and have some attention, bring some energy to the body. If you're sitting, uncross your legs, and maybe sit with attention for a moment as you hear the bell before I proceed with some more instructions. For today's sit, I invite you to sit up and feel the spaciousness that might be available to you as you slightly tuck your chin in and feel some lengthening in the back of your neck. In this meditation, just bring your eyes, if you're comfortable, closing them and gently noticing for a moment the dark space behind your eyes, what you look at when your eyes are closed. And then begin on the bottoms of your feet, just noticing sensations as you hear the word foot or bottom of foot, the immediate experience of that which is being referenced, that which is being signified by those words, just that feeling, those sensations. And moving gently up the body, as it were, and just noticing sensations as you bring awareness and direct it towards the legs and the knees and all of those labels, all those words, and what your immediate direct experience of those places in the body, in your body. And take a couple of minutes just to be with feelings and sensations that are arising. And then gently direct awareness towards the breath as it appears to you in the most obvious place, maybe the rising and falling of the belly, or as breath comes in and out of the body. And gently directing your attention towards that object, towards that anchor. And from breath itself, or from the place where breath is moving, if you find yourself away in thought, in any story, or distracted by anything, just noticing that you've been distracted and then gently redirecting your awareness back towards the breath. And some of you might want to continue just focusing on the breath. aware of its movements without comparing or fixing it or improving it. Just breath, life, moving in and out of the body, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, sometimes deep, sometimes shallow. But for those who'd like to work with Petach HaOhel, the opening of the tent, the opening and seeing what is itself seeing, looking for the one who is looking. Just awareness of all that is arising within awareness, the body, the mind. Just noticing that awareness itself has no center. It's not in your head. It's not in anything. All conditions, all phenomena, all objects, and all subjects are arising within awareness. And just so, for a moment, not much longer than just the snapping of the fingers. See if you can rest in just awareness. The awareness that holds all of us, even as it isn't a holding. Just the opening at the tent, opening that just is a glimpse. Just a snap. A beholding of the one who is, and that is the condition for all and everything that arises. You have a body, but you are not your body. You have feelings, but you are not your feelings. You have thoughts, but they are not you. You even have soul and spirit, but even that is not the witness, the one, as it were, the condition that all of us are, in which all of these selves and all of these parts are arising and falling away. last 2 minutes together, just noticing, working with the breath, if you're working with being with the breath as it comes and it goes. And if you're working with petach oil, the opening of the concealed of that which is in the tent, resting as that condition in which all things arise, including the self, including the breath, including sounds, all of it arising and falling away, being that condition that opens the space in which the world is born anew at each and every moment. Shekhinah, Vatachtonim, the Shekhinah that is in all things, the divine presence, and in which all things arise and are made manifest. Yoshevet Baganim, the one who sits in the garden, is the name of this song. As we sit together, resting in the presence of the divine in each and every moment, and our awareness of it. And bless each and every one of you with a wonderful day. Sure, we'll see some of you later today. Thank you to Ari behind the scenes. Thank you to Sarah for hosting, directing. Please visit us at Romemu tomorrow morning for Minyan. Tonight at Central Synagogue for a conversation with Angela Buchdahl on The New Jew, a series that came out about American Judaism. And I hope that you continue to sing today, to watch the rising and falling of your own inner state, mixing together with that which is beyond. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing, for more Romemu Yeshiva, right? All right. Thank you all for being with us for our safe today.